are secrets, and then there are secrets that were never meant to be found. During the Cold War, two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, fought a silent war, not just with weapons, but with information. And some of what they did was so disturbing, it was erased. Not hidden, not classified, erased. Before we go further, do you think governments still hide things like this today? The Cold War wasn't just about nuclear bombs or space races. It was about control. Control of minds, control of truth, control of reality itself. And behind closed doors, both sides ran experiments, operations, and missions that never made it into history books. Some were denied, some were destroyed, and some only came to light decades later. But even now, we may only be seeing fragments of the truth. In the 1950s, the Central Intelligence Agency launched one of the most controversial programs in history, MK Ultra. Officially, it was about understanding human behavior. Unofficially, it went much further. People were unknowingly given drugs like LSD. Subjects were psychologically manipulated. Some were pushed to the edge of sanity. Some didn't even know they were part of an experiment. And here's the worst part. Many of the records were destroyed. If the files were destroyed, how much do we not know? In 1973, as investigations began, the CIA ordered the destruction of MK Ultra files. Thousands of documents gone, but a few survived, enough to reveal something chilling. This wasn't a theory, it was real, and it lasted for years. And if one program like this existed, how many others were erased completely? While the US explored the mind, the Soviet Union explored endurance. One story that refuses to disappear is the so-called Russian sleep experiment. According to the story, Soviet scientists kept subjects awake for days using experimental gas. At first, everything seemed normal. Then things changed. Paranoia, violence, madness. Now, there's no confirmed evidence this experiment happened, but the fact that people believe it says something. Because during the Cold War, the line between science and horror was often blurred. Both superpowers tested nuclear weapons, but not all tests were public. Some were hidden because of how far they went. In the Soviet Union, there was the Tsar Bomba test, the largest nuclear explosion in human history. So powerful, it shattered windows hundreds of miles away. The shock waves circled the Earth. But even that wasn't the full story. Other tests exposed civilians and soldiers to radiation without warning. Villages were left contaminated. Lives were changed forever. In the United States, soldiers were placed near nuclear blasts to study survivability. They were told to crouch, cover their eyes, and wait. Moments later, an explosion brighter than the sun. Heat, shock waves, radiation. And many of them were never told the long-term consequences. People living near test sites, later known as downwinders, developed illnesses years later. And many records lost, sealed, or quietly ignored. Would you volunteer for something like that if you knew the truth? During the Cold War, people disappeared. Spies, scientists, defectors. One of the most mysterious cases is Raoul Wallenberg, a man who saved thousands during World War II, arrested by Soviet forces, and then nothing. No confirmed death, no clear explanation, just silence. But he wasn't the only one. Across both sides of the Iron Curtain, individuals vanished without explanation. Some defectors were captured, some were silenced, and others simply ceased to exist in official records, almost as if they had been erased. Some believe Wallenberg died in prison. Others think he was secretly held for years, but the truth may have been buried along with countless others. Both sides raced to develop technology that could change the world. Some of it we know, some of it we don't. Projects involving psychological warfare, surveillance systems, and early cyber operations were already underway decades before the internet became public. Experiments in behavior prediction, early attempts at mass surveillance, technologies that may have shaped the modern world without us even realizing it. And then there were the signals. During the Cold War, strange radio transmissions appeared across the airwaves, numbers stations broadcasting coded messages, endless strings of numbers read by calm, emotionless voices. No names, no explanations, just instructions meant for someone. Even today, some of these broadcasts continue, unclaimed, unexplained. Who were they for? And why haven't they stopped? There were also incidents, events that never received full explanations, military encounters, unidentified objects, sudden disappearances of equipment or personnel, moments that were documented and then quietly buried, because sometimes the truth wasn't just dangerous, it was uncontrollable. Here's the reality: we don't know everything, because much of it was destroyed. Burned documents, deleted files, missing archives, entire operations reduced to fragments, history rewritten by what survived. And that raises an unsettling thought. If history is based on what remains, then how much of it is incomplete? How many events were removed entirely? How many truths were erased before they could ever be known? The Cold War ended, but secrecy didn't. Governments still classify information, still hide operations, still control narratives. Technology has advanced, surveillance has evolved, and information is still power. So the real question isn't just what happened back then, it's what's happening now. What secrets today will be erased tomorrow? What truths are we living through that future generations may never fully understand? The Cold War wasn't just a battle of nations, it was a battle of truth. And some truths were buried so deep we may never find them. If you made it this far, comment Cold War and tell me, what do you think is the biggest secret that was erased?